is one of my best friends, one of the funniest people alive. You might have seen him on the Tom Brady roast. He hosts the #1 podcast for comedy in the world. Give it up for my brother, Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah. How about one more time for Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, and Ari Matti. Those are my friends. Yeah. Everybody else having as good of a month as I am? You're welcome. 26% increase in the Puerto Rican vote. Turns out garbage has a good sense of humor. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? Oh, it was nice knowing y'all. Trump's teamed up with Elon Musk. You gotta love it. The Rocket Man. You know how fast you can get illegal immigrants back where they came from? In a fucking rocket. Oh, yeah. Turns out it's a 57-second ride to Tijuana. Oh, yeah. How are we gonna get rid of all these illegal immigrants? Well, imagine that. Manuel Salazar, bad news and good news. Bad news is you gotta go. The good news is it says here you're the new president of Mars. So it's gonna be hard to get a landscaping job. It's a stone-covered planet. It's wild. I was the news for 9.5 days during a fucking huge election. Didn't make any sense. It was never my intention to swing to swing an election. But god damn it. Right place, right time, I guess. I've never considered myself a very political guy. But about a month before all this happened, we found out from YouTube that there's new words that they want us to censor. New words that you have to bleep out or you don't make money anymore. New words, like the C word. Guess you can't say the C word anymore because you know who will get mad. Give you a hint, it's not men. And it's not women with a sense of humor. Yeah. We'll get mad if you say the C word 100% of the time. They've been called it before. It brings back the memories. Can't say anymore. One of the greatest words in comedy history. And their new rule, no more. I I know. Sounds like heaven. I don't know what's going on over at YouTube. I guess they must have hired a bunch of work over there. That's all I can imagine. I was able to say on the Tom Brady roast for some reason, looked him right in the eyes, called him. Had a plan for weeks in my mind. I'm gonna look him right in the eyes and call him a 7-time Super Bowl champion. To me, just a Nobody complained then. Nobody complained about it, not even the and you know how they could be. They could have been real about it. Which makes me think that they think that I'm one of them. Right? Like how black people can say the N-word. Like, me call Tom Brady a and they're like, you go, girl. I said that Kevin Hart's ancestors picked cotton. Nobody complained then. Not even the people whose ancestors picked cotton. And you know how they can be. Anyway, YouTube has all these fucking new words we're not allowed to say, so I've become like a free speech angry guy. I don't know what else. Haven't tried the N-word yet. We're gonna wait to Inauguration Day. So they're restricting our words. I tried for months to get Trump on Kill Tony with next to Shane playing Donald Trump. This was my vision. I tried so hard to make it happen at Madison Square Garden way back in August on my show. So close, tried so hard. And I guess I've been chasing this dragon. Almost got him in Vegas, and he had to do something. Tried to get him here, but it was in and out, busy guy. So I just kept chasing it. And then finally they're like, look, looks like it's not gonna happen. But why don't you come do this rally? At Madison Square Garden, the greatest arena in the world. So I'm chasing this fucking dragon of, just I'm like, okay. By the way, rally sounds like a lot more fun than it actually is. But I think to myself, I could do this if I make it about free speech, if I start by talking about free speech up there, and I end by talking about free speech, what could go wrong? So they say, great, show up Sunday, 1 p.m., starts at 2:30. I'm like, in the afternoon. It's early. But I do it. I show up at 1. Takes an hour to get through security because it turns out our new president is John Wick. Just dodging bullets all the time. Remember the one time the news told you about that? That one day that it happened and they never spoke of it again? He's just fucking doof, doof, doof. Anyway, by the time I get through security, it's 2 p.m. I go up to the teleprompter guy. I go, hey, I got these notes. I want to get them in here. I know you guys got the goods. He's like, it's too late for the teleprompter for you. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, everybody has their stuff loaded in. It's too late. He can't do it now. I'm like, okay. I'm stuck with the tiniest notes ever so that the lady next to me on the airplane couldn't see what I was writing. Oh, yeah. You can't write big for a Nazi rally. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, dear Donald Trump, so happy you had me here. Next to some fucking libtard. You know what I mean? no chance. This lady's got a rainbow neck pillow. You know what I mean? The tiniest notes you've ever seen. Just 1,000-year Reich or whatever the. So I got these tiny notes. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have to wing this shit, right? Or else I'm gonna be staring at this, and I don't want to do that. It's gonna be a little more jokey than I thought. I go, okay, all right, no teleprompter. When am I up in the lineup? I know there's like 30 different speakers, so where am I? He goes, you're first. No, you don't want that. I don't want that. This isn't good for anybody. You definitely don't want me first. I'm not a first guy at nighttime. I sure as am not a first guy at 2:30 in the goddamn afternoon. I go, there has to be something on before me. He goes, don't worry. There's definitely something before you. Prayers and national anthem. Let me tell you guys something. I've been doing this every night for almost 18 years. I started at the Comedy Store. I started there. I've gone up after Chappelle, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Chris Rock, Louis, Burr, Rogan, everybody. I ain't never followed Prayers and National Anthem before. Turns out I met my match. I go back to the green room. I'm pacing around. I'm sharing a green room with Tucker Carlson. I go, Tucker, let me run something by you. Thinking about starting this free speech off with this C-word thing that I've been working on. And I run it. And by the time I hit, I guess they hired a bunch of like, Tucker's literally like, yes, you gotta do that, dude. Yeah, bro. It's gonna crush. It's gonna set a whole tone for what you're doing. It's gonna be amazing. I'm like, I knew it. But it turns out that the only joke that I ran by him that whole chunk was the only joke that anybody knew I was doing of any kind. And it just so happened that one of the little handler guys, these little Republican fucking perfect dudes or whatever, you know what I mean? These creepy fucking red tie thing with pins and shit. He was in the room when that happened. So he heard me. He goes, Tony, come here real quick. You're not actually gonna say the word up there, are you? I'm like, well, yeah, no, it's gonna be great. It's gonna like go with my whole thing that I'm doing. It's gonna set a tempo and a flow. It's me. It's good. I can do it. He's like, no, you can't do that. There's families out there right now. He goes, look, I'm not gonna ask you what else you're gonna do. But please don't say up there. If you say out there, you and I could both get into a lot of trouble. So I do something that I never do, which is I listen to somebody else. Made a bad creative decision. Went against my gut, cut the joke, slid my immigration stuff to the top. And in the middle is a little time filler. Threw in this old joke from my stand-up about Puerto Rico. It's a good thing we didn't get in any trouble. I'm pacing around this green room. I get away from Tucker. I'm in the hallway, and I can start to hear the prayers reverberating around the walls. It started. It's 2:31. You just hear these super Republican, God-loving prayers echoing off the walls of Madison Square Garden. It's the Lord is our Savior. It's these murmurs. He will save your soul. I'm like, is Bane doing the prayers at a Trump rally? Kamala paid for Beyonce. We got Bane in this. The Lord was born in the dark. I'm like, what the did I sign up for? What's my notes at? I see it. The backside of a beautiful, voluptuous black woman in a gold glittery dress on the other side of the curtain about to go out. I see her. I'm like, there's the national anthem. Big girl too. I'm like, it's gonna be like 8.5 minutes. This version is gonna be. I go out there and I do the damn thing. Honestly, it felt good in the room. They had the audience mic set to political rally, not Netflix taping, that's for sure. It felt good in the room. I got off stage, it was nothing but high fives and hugs. Everybody's like, you killed it, dude. I'm like, I did? Okay, good. I look at the back monitor, backstage. The guy that went up after me was a painter that paints to music. I'm like, I knew this lineup was up, man. Who made this lineup? It should have been Prayers, National Anthem, gay painter guy, and then me. This is bullshit. I knew it. I glance at my phone and it's blowing up. I wasn't expecting it to happen like this. Immediately, it's been like 10 minutes. 5 minutes ago, there was a tweet from an account called Kamala HQ that said, this is what a speaker at Trump's racist rally had to say about the people of Puerto Rico. I'm like, people? Speaker? I'm a speaker? That's a first. That doesn't look good. Comedian had to joke. This is what a comedian joked about Puerto Rico would have been just fine. Kamala HQ. But instead, she called me a speaker. And the news ran with it. Immediately. Headline, 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 headline. All within 7 minutes now. It's okay. We can weather this storm. This news cycle's gonna last no time at all. I'm looking around at the next speakers to go up. Someone's gonna fuck up. Hulk Hogan's over there tightening his bandana. Oh yeah. Dr. Phil's filing his nails in the corner. Rudy Giuliani's doing wheelies in his wheelchair. Just like, let's fucking go. I'm like, someone's gonna fucking say some crazy shit up there tonight, no doubt. Turns out everybody decided to be on their best behavior. Just weathering this storm. I end up getting a fucking flight that night. I had a flight that night, the last direct flight from New York to back to Austin. And I didn't even get to meet Trump. Yeah. And I didn't get paid for this either. Oh yeah. No, yeah. I found out Beyonce, 10 million. Cardi B, 5 million. Glorilla, 3.5. Eminem, 1.8. Oprah, $1 million. I'm like, I thought we were doing this out of the kindness of our heart. They don't believe in the person. They're telling the country to vote. What? I bought my own fucking round trip flights. Talking about here. I bought my own flights. I got my own hotel. I cut the C word joke because I want these people to like me. Yeah, I'm saying it. I want to be on the winning side. I want to be there. I want to hang out. I want to eat Big Macs on a golf course with the big guy. Yeah. I want to golf with Trump. I think we would get along just fine. I've been besties with Joe Rogan for 15 years, and I'm looking for an upgrade. I bought the Wi-Fi package on that flight. Terrible mistake. $14.99 just to be up against a window going, fuck. It was terrible. At one point on that flight, I Googled Trump at Trump rally. I popped up. Not good. Not good at all. Land, barely get any sleep that night. Rough first night. Because everybody that believes the news in your family or whatever gets worried. Those people. You know what I mean? Are you sure you're okay? According to MSNBC, you're not. But Monday I wake up and everything's gonna be fine, right? News cycle, political elections 1 week and 1 day away. There's no fucking way. All day I'm the news. But it's okay because I have a show taping that night. And nothing makes you less cancelable than stopping working. I had a show. I was pumped. Couldn't wait. Another Monday taping at Kiltony. The guest booked for that night, Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, super fan of the show. Came out just for that. 40 minutes before the show, Johnny Knoxville's like, hey man, the block is hot. I don't think now's a good time to be part of Kiltony. Johnny Knoxville. You know how bad you have to fuck up for Johnny Knoxville to be like, oh, I'm not doing that, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Hit me in the dick as hard as you can. I'm not doing a podcast with a guy he's a speaker. Did you hear his racist comments? Monday's taping went great with the amazing talent we have here in Austin. Booked 2 other guests. It was great. Yep. Tuesday, still the news. All day. At one point, one of my friends is like, do you know that you're the most famous person in the world right now? I'm like, shut the fuck up. And he shows me this thing that actually shows you, like it's measured. And there it is. Just Trump and Biden way up there and me. Just glazing above. There's only one person above us. It's Jesus Christ. I'm like looking up there. I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. There he is. Just high-fiving Jesus. Like, it's crazy up here. He's like, you'd get used to it after a while. Statistically. Then Tuesday evening, it starts to trickle down. Just a little bit. I'm back here doing another stand-up show, talking about the rally from 2 days earlier on stage. I get off, go back to the green room. My buddy's like, good news, dude. Looks like you're off the hook. Biden just called half of America garbage. I'm like, I don't know if I'm off the hook. Because the garbage thing, it sounds like it's going to come right back to me. Sure enough, Biden tweets 15 minutes later, I met the speaker, the comments, the speaker at the rally, I'm a retarded mummy. I don't do impressions, I don't know. I'm a retarded puppet mummy. So he blames me. We're back. We're back at the top. Jesus is like, you've returned. But it's got to be over Wednesday. It's a news cycle. This is how long they last at the most. Wednesday, I wake up. Trump is in a garbage truck, wearing a garbage outfit, talking about garbage. Okay, one last day of it. The next day is Halloween. Let's trick or treat. Number one selling costume, Garbage Man. Friday, LeBron James comes at me on Twitter for the first time. These fucking celebrities. Did you guys know? First of all, LeBron called me a racist. And he edited a video. So I'll just tell you the story. During the actual rally, at one point, and it's all lit up. It's not like this. It's not set for laughter at all. It's super lit up. And down on the floor at one point, when most people were sitting, at whatever joke I did, at one point there was this cool black guy wearing a red, white, and blue suit who was wearing like a red lampshade on his head. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It was like a literal lampshade with fringe around it. And he's going like that, doing like the, you're doing it, like cool black guy thing, like, yeah, but like black, right? And I go from the thing, I go, look at this cool black guy over here. And everybody saw him and is laughing because no one there was actually racist. One of the most depressing Nazi rallies ever, actually. And everyone's just laughing because there's a cool black guy. And again, this is a few days before Halloween, this rally. And I go, I'm just kidding, we're buddies. He had me over at his Halloween party. We carved watermelons together. Which, by the way, is a 10-star Jedi joke. I mean, that is a Sith god that shoots lightning out of it. You have to understand, that is a time-sensitive joke. You can only do that if it's right before Halloween. There's a week where you can joke about carving watermelons. You can't do that in December. That would be a racist comment. But there's a sweet spot right before Halloween. Oh yeah, I went to my black friend's Halloween party, carved watermelons. It's perfect. On that Friday, the next day after Halloween, LeBron puts out a video where it calls me racist, and it starts, and the editor edits out the beginning. Look at the cool black guy. We're friends. Edits, cuts out part of the middle and cuts out the end. So the video basically starts with me going, black guy carves watermelons. It's like the craziest thing you've ever seen. It's just the beginning, the middle, and the end of a joke. It's just me, black guy. It's like, the editing is a magical thing. You could make someone make it look like they landed on the moon. You know what I mean? Anyway. LeBron James. He's lost 6 NBA championships. Do you know that? He's only won 19% of the NBA championships that he's ever been part of. He's not even in conversation to be one of the greatest of all time. In fact, there's 26 NBA players, 26 exactly, that have more NBA championships than him. And his son is a JV piece of shit. Nepotism at its finest. He has no business being in the NBA. We'll see how I edit that joke for my special when LeBron gets to see it. I think I'm gonna leave it all in. That happens Friday, news all day Friday. Saturday, some article came out. This is how crazy and fake news and shit is. An article came out about how the only joke that the Trump campaign cut out of my set was a joke about how I was gonna call Kamala Harris. That was never gonna happen. You guys know the joke. You heard the joke. You ate it up. Remember? I don't call Kamala Harris a. And at no point at MSG was I ever going to call Kamala Harris a because I was there to do jokes. I wasn't there to tell truths. It goes on and on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, finally the fucking election. And we did it. We won. There's no real thing in real life. There was no fucking crazy Puerto Ricans coming at me or anything. Nothing. There was one fat white lady at a, and I like fat ladies, by the way, just to let the little thickies in the room know. I love big girls, the best personalities, natural squirters. There's a lot of built-up water valves up there. That's what, it's liquid. We're made of water. So the bigger the all right. Yeah, I was at a steakhouse and I was filling out the fucking bill, and I hear some lady go from across the restaurant. She goes, "Hope you're proud of yourself, racist." And I say to my buddies, I go, "She's looking over here, isn't she?" They're like, "Yep." And one of them's like, "Hey, let's get out of here. Let's go this way around the bar. You don't have to walk by your table. Or if you go that way, you have to walk right by your table." I'm like, "Let's go that way." Take out a $20 bill, make sure she sees me, put it in the musician in the corner's tip jar. There's a little jazz quartet playing. I want her to see it. I want her to see that it's a booming economy over here. And she's still going as I get closer and closer. "Hope you're proud of yourself, racist." And I go, "Lady, what's your problem?" Let me tell you, this was a morbidly obese woman, by the way. This wasn't like a normal fat girl. She looked like the Russian doll that Amy Schumer would come out of. Yeah. And I go, "Lady, what's your problem?" And she goes, "I have health rights." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I have health rights." I go, "Lady, you're fat." Then I walked away. Now, you would think that I would say something wittier or more well-written than that, but let me tell you a little secret. Editing is everything, right? You want it short. You want it sweet. You're fat. That's what she sees in her nightmares. You know what I mean? Just doesn't get any more simple. It's right on the nose. It's just dink, like eyes water, just right, the sweet spot. You're fat, coming from a guy that looks like me, all lean and shit. Ugh, that stings. Anyway, I didn't even do the joke that I thought was gonna get me in trouble. I had options of things I could have done that deserved what my silly Puerto Rico joke got. But I chose not to do them, because even I have some limitations. Well, since phones are locked up and there's clearly a bunch of Latinos that want to hear it, hey, fucking do it, dude. Let's hear it. Is that Rosie Perez back from the Tyson commentary? Let's hear it. Billy, you lost our fucking money, Billy. That was my Jeopardy money, Billy. Well, that's an Asian impression with a Latino voice, but nice try, lady. Nice try. Look at these two Barstool fans coming back to their seats over here. Just had to place a bet on DraftKings. Come on in, you. Look at that. Well, there's these hurricanes that have been happening in Florida, and it's just terrible, you know? So what I think we should do is I think we should take all the good tax-paying Americans. When a hurricane is coming into their zone, you put them on flights, fly them somewhere safe, like Springfield, Ohio. Take the migrants from Springfield, Ohio, and fly them into the path of the hurricane. Yeah. From what I've heard, it's raining cats and dogs there, so that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a little something to wash it all down. I gotta get out of here. I love you guys so much. God bless Texas. And God bless the United States of America. Congratulations to us all. I love you all so much. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you.